start clapping when the speaker reaches here, so that you.
Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster and fellow members and dear guests. Last week, my husband was traveling in Chennai and he narrated this incident to me. He met a young boy around 25 years of age. He was very smart looking also. He met him in the railway station, and during the discussion that followed, he came to know that he was an IT engineer. He passed out from a very known, reputed college in 2009 and still he was unemployed. And the sad thing is, like, he has been traveling to Chennai almost every alternate day from Vellore, which is about 90 kilometers away, in search of a job. And he's so desperate to get any job, and he's failing to get one. I guess this sounds very familiar to everybody here. You might be hearing this story every day, everywhere, right? So what is that I'm going to discuss today is not unemployment, but unemployability. So what do you mean by unemployability? We know that there are a lot of jobs out there and a lot of students and graduates, engineers there. But not everybody is getting the job. This is because what they studied in their college or their engineering courses is not meeting the requirements of the industry. So this is a very big crisis in India currently. Since I work as a placement officer for a reputed management college, where I am in charge of placing almost 350 students every year, I see this as a really big crisis. Being a reputed institute, definitely we are very confident of sourcing at least 4 times the requirements from different sectors of the industry compared to the number of students what we have. Still, it is a hilarious task to place every student within the time frame given to us, because we see a huge difference between the expectation from the industry and the student's skill set. The quality what we are churning out is not meeting the requirement of the industry. So as we know, like, even APJ Abdul Kalam has also rightly said, the biggest problem in present in India is unemployability, not unemployment. According to NOSCOM survey, it says that every year IT firms reject 90% of graduates and 70% of engineers who apply for jobs because they say that they are not trainable. They can't train them and hire them. And the industry also complains about 60% of attrition in the initial stages of 6 months when they hire from management and engineering colleges. This is because the students cannot take the pressure of the industry, because what they have studied is totally different from the expectation of the industry. When we understand this such a big crisis, okay, let's try to understand the cause of this problem. The first and basic thing is the curriculum is so outdated in most of the places, it doesn't meet the requirement of the industry. And because of this weaker fundamental education, most of the students fail to pick up the new skills which is required later in their life according to the job which they take up. And those who studied in any native language other than English medium, they spend most of their productive time in their life just studying a language which is English, not picking up any real qualities or skill sets which is required. And second most important thing what I feel is, due to lack of career counselors at the adolescent age, students or the children choose to pick up the subjects or the courses due to their parental pressure mainly, or the societal pressure or their peer pressure. So when they choose a subject where they are not good at, definitely they won't do well in their career. And we also follow an examination-oriented teaching system where we emphasize on only ranking system, grading. There is no method to really test the skill set of any particular student depending on the course what they are studying. When we discuss about all this problem, there should be certain solutions also. So, and in this scenario, definitely we have to think about the solution. Then we know that government has taken a lot of initiatives by establishing National Skill Development Corporation, where they aim at training 500 million graduates by 2022. with the collaboration with finishing schools, vocational trainings, and many other training institutes and all. And also a lot of business houses, corporate houses and business groups are also coming out with their own finishing schools and vocational training programs. But what we can do, we as a citizen, we as parents, we as brothers and sisters, or any family member, first and foremost thing, we should stop forcing our children for any course because of just the status of the societal status or any such pressure. We should allow them to do what they are good at. And definitely they come up in their life and they'll be far more happier also. Not only successful, they'll be definitely happier in this life. So this is, so I would like to take this opportunity to invite all the fellow members and the others present here to a progressive thinking which can build or change the future of our India or our present generation.